If you're looking for help fixing your FireSense gas patio heater, look no further. Our comprehensive FireSense gas patio heater repair guide will explain common issues, provide tips, and maybe show you how to repair your appliance. Loose connections. Sometimes the answer is as simple as a loose bolt or connection. This can occur when moving the patio heater or while placing a new propane tank in the bottom. Sometimes bolts can just get rattled and come loose over time. Fixing this problem is as simple as locating the loose connection and tightening it. You likely won't have to search for a professional to come out and help you deal with this issue. However, finding the loose connection can be tougher than you might think. One easy way to combat this obstacle is to make note of what is being affected. Once you know what the problem is, you'll have a better idea of where to look. If the flame isn't working, check the ignition. If the heat isn't as strong, look to the wiring or gas lines. Infestation of bugs and critters. It might not be your first thought when it comes to patio heater maintenance, but one of the most drastic issues that can plague your patio heater might be a live one. When you're bringing your patio heater out for the first time in the season, it's important to check the structure for bugs or small animals. Bugs are likely to use it as a nest or place webs all over it while you have it in storage, especially if it is kept outside in a shed. Using the heater with bugs cooking inside will not make for a pleasant experience. When the weather is cold, small animals will look for a warm place to stay. In this case, the warm location may be your patio heater, especially right after use. If you notice signs of rodents or small animals nearby, it's a good idea to check your patio heater. Not only could they be nesting inside, but rodents tend to chew on the wires, which can lead to some significant damage. Before using your patio heater, every time, it pays to check for anything inside. Doing a clean sweep for bugs when you first bring the heater out of storage for the season should be enough. But continually checking for small animals might not be a bad idea. There are limited spots in which they can get lodged, but it's still better to be safe than sorry. Heater with a pilot light. For patio heaters that come with a pilot light, one common issue that may arise is a failure in the thermocouple. This portion is shaped like an inverted V and it is located in the pilot light's flame. The temperature helps ensure the right gas supply on the thermocouple, so you will have to check if this component is in good condition. Typically, once it is broken, the pilot light tends to go out each time the heater is turned on. If this is a problem with your heater, then you can always purchase a replacement for the thermocouple. You may buy this component on most patio heater parts stores, so it should not be a problem getting the right replacement for it. Check for gas at the burner. Generally, patio heaters are simple machines with just a few components that affect their overall functioning and operation. Obviously, the most typical issue you can ever encounter with it is the lack of heat generated. If this is a problem you've been experiencing with your heater, then you may begin making simple checks to determine the cause of the problem and the best way to resolve it. First, you should turn the gas on and check if there's some gas at the burner. In the case of an electronic ignition system, you should look for a spark once the heater is turned on. If you see a spark, yet the heater fails to light up, then you may use a lighter just to light the gas up. You might see a flashover, particularly when you have been lighting the gas for a few minutes. It is most likely for you to see a small gas cloud near the burner area. Inspect the burner for issues. Basically, the gas burner is quite simple to assemble. You may want to inspect this part of the heater by turning each of the parts off and checking for blockages. Another thing, check the burner apertures, and be sure that these are set in the right way. When you look under the burner, you can find a small chamber where gas and air are mixed. Check the air and gas inlets just to be sure that these areas are clear. Replace an empty gas cylinder. It is also possible that the patio heater is not working because the gas cylinder is empty. If this is the cause of the problem, then you will have to remove the empty cylinder and get a replacement for it. Although there may be instances that there is still gas remaining in the cylinder, it may not suffice to create the amount of pressure needed to operate the gas burner. So, check the weight of the cylinder, and be sure to replace it once it feels light. Monitor the regulator and gas pipe. The regulator takes gas all the way up to the burner. There are some regulators that come with a flip switch, and this feature prevents the valve located at the top portion of the gas cylinder from being switched on. If your gas regulator comes with this component, then you have to check if it is in the on position, so you can start using the heater. There is a possibility that the gas pipe is blocked. and this can cause the heater to not work as expected. Although this is an unlikely issue, you should be able to resolve this problem by removing the pipe from the gas regulator, as well as from the gas inlet found at the heater's top part. Keep in mind that the pipe is pressure fitted, and it is secured in place by clips. You can clear this part of the heater by blowing air through the gas pipe.